Beyond medication, lifestyle supports that can help anxiety and depression. Hello, and welcome to Root and Rise. I'm Sarah Williams, a board-certified psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, I want to talk about something that matters to so many people, lifestyle supports that can help with anxiety and depression. I want to start by saying this clearly. Medication can be an important and helpful part of treatment for many people. Therapy can also be incredibly valuable. There are supplements that some people have also found to be helpful for mental health also, but that's not what I'm focusing on today. I will have a future video that discusses some of these. For this video, I want to discuss lifestyle mental health support. There are everyday habits, routines, and supportive practices that can make a real difference in how we feel. The cool thing is that most of these supports I am going to talk about actually can help increase those neurotransmitters you've heard me talk about before in the brain. That's correct. Serotonin, norepinephrine, dopamine, GABA, etc. are affected by these lifestyle supports. That is what we're talking about today. Not quick fixes and not perfection. Just practical, realistic supports that can help strengthen mental wellness and support healing. Anxiety and depression can affect so much more than mood. They can affect sleep, energy, concentration, appetite, motivation, relationships, and even physical symptoms in the body. When someone is struggling, it is often not just one thing causing it, and it usually takes more than one kind of support to help. That is why I think it is so important to look at mental health in a whole-person way. So, let's walk through a few lifestyle supports that can be helpful for anxiety and depression. The first is sleep. Sleep has a huge impact on mental health. When sleep is poor, anxiety often feels worse. Depression can also deepen when sleep is disrupted, whether that looks like sleeping too little, sleeping too much, or having broken, unrefreshing sleep. A lot of people underestimate how much sleep affects emotional regulation. When we are exhausted, everything can feel harder. We may feel more irritable, more overwhelmed, more tearful, and less able to cope. Now, improving sleep does not mean you need a perfect bedtime routine, but small steps can help. Try keeping a more consistent sleep and wake time. Reduce screen time right before bed if you can. Keep your room cool, dark, and comfortable. Limit heavy caffeine later in the day. And try to give your mind a little time to slow down before bed instead of going straight from stress into sleep. The second support is movement. This does not have to mean intense exercise or going to the gym every day. Movement can be as simple as walking, stretching, dancing in your kitchen, doing yoga, or getting outside for a few minutes. Did you know, according to UCLA Health, exercise is a highly effective, low-cost treatment for depression, with studies showing it can reduce symptoms by over 40% and in some cases, act as effectively as medication. Engaging in regular physical activity can prevent depression, with even 1 to 2 hours of exercise a week potentially reducing risk by 44%. UCLA Health Movement helps in several ways. It can reduce stress, improve energy, support sleep, and help the body discharge some of the physical tension that comes with anxiety. For depression, movement can also help create a little momentum when motivation is low. And I know that when someone is anxious or depressed, movement may be the last thing they feel like doing. So I always encourage people to think smaller, not bigger. Maybe it is a 5-minute walk. Maybe it is standing outside for fresh air. Maybe it is one song's worth of movement. Small still counts.
The third support is nutrition and hydration. What we eat and drink does affect how we feel. That does not mean people need a perfect diet, and it definitely does not mean food should become one more source of guilt or pressure. But our brains and bodies do need fuel. When people are anxious or depressed, they may skip meals, eat very irregularly, rely heavily on sugar or caffeine, or not drink enough water. All of that can leave people feeling even more shaky, tired, foggy, or emotionally depleted. A good place to start is simple. Try to eat regularly. Include some protein when you can. Drink more water. Pay attention to how your body feels when you have had too much caffeine or not enough food. Often, basic physical care can support emotional stability more than people realize. The fourth support is reducing chronic stress and building recovery into daily life. Many people are living in a constant state of stress. They are overwhelmed, overextended, overstimulated, and running on empty. And sometimes what looks like anxiety or depression is also a nervous system that has been under strain for too long. We cannot always remove stress, but we can work on how we respond to it and how we recover from it. That might mean building in small moments of rest during the day. It might mean taking breaks from constant noise or social media. It might mean setting healthier boundaries. It might mean learning breathing exercises, grounding skills, or mindfulness practices that help the body settle. Sometimes people hear the word mindfulness and immediately think it sounds too abstract or not for them. But really, mindfulness can be very simple. It can be pausing and noticing your breath. It can be feeling your feet on the ground. It can be stepping outside and paying attention to the air, the temperature, and the sounds around you. It is about helping your mind and body come back to the present moment. The fifth support is connection. Anxiety and depression often make people withdraw. They may isolate, cancel plans, stop reaching out, or feel like a burden. But healing often needs connection. That does not mean forcing yourself to be social all the time. It means identifying safe, supportive people and remembering that you do not have to carry everything alone. Sometimes connection looks like a close friend. Sometimes it looks like family. Sometimes it is a therapist, a support group, a faith community, or another trusted person. Healthy connection reminds us that we are seen, supported, and not alone in what we are carrying. The sixth support is getting outside and spending time in natural light. This can sound almost too simple, but it really matters. Getting outside, especially earlier in the day, can help regulate sleep-wake cycles, support mood, and reduce some feelings of being stuck or shut in. Even a few minutes outside can help people feel more grounded. Sunlight, fresh air, and a small change in environment can be surprisingly supportive, especially when someone has been indoors a lot or feeling disconnected from daily life. The seventh support is purpose and routine. Anxiety can make life feel chaotic. Depression can make life feel flat, heavy, and unstructured. Routine can help create a sense of steadiness when emotions feel unpredictable. That does not mean filling every hour or becoming rigid. It just means having a few anchors in your day. Wake up at a similar time, get dressed, eat something, step outside, complete one task, reach out to one person. These small routines can provide stability and help people feel a little more grounded. Purpose matters too. Depression especially can make people feel disconnected from meaning. So I encourage people to ask themselves, what helps me feel like myself? What gives me a sense of value, peace, contribution, or joy? Sometimes purpose starts very small: caring for a pet, watering plants, checking on a friend, making something, showing up for one important responsibility. Small purpose still matters. I also want to say something important here. Lifestyle supports are helpful, but they are not a replacement for professional care when more support is needed. If anxiety or depression is significantly affecting your life, relationships, work, sleep, or ability to function, it may be time to reach out for help. If you are feeling hopeless, overwhelmed, or unsafe, please do not try to handle that alone. Reach out to a licensed mental health professional, your primary care provider, a crisis line, or emergency services if needed. There is strength in asking for help. Support is not failure. Support is care. As we close, I want to leave you with this thought. Mental health healing is often not about finding one magic answer. It is usually about building a stronger foundation, one piece at a time. Medication may be part of that foundation. Therapy may be part of that foundation. But sleep, movement, nourishment, stress recovery, connection, sunlight, and routine matter too. You do not have to do everything at once. Start with one area, one small step, one gentle change that feels realistic for you. Thank you for being here with me today. This is Root and Rise, where we work to understand deeper and heal stronger.